And welcome to the final hour of the Gary Russin program on GTRB Online, the otherwise known as, morning music. Gary J in the morning, right here on GTRB Online. Not to be confused with the other Gary J programs. It just keeps on happening here on GTRB Online. Gary J in the morning got this last hour with 50 minutes of nonstop music, 50 minutes of your favorite music in the last hour with some new emerging artists and some great tunes too. So keep it here on GTRB Online. So let's get things started. Got some new emerging artists, got some new music coming up from SoundCloud, and Reverb Nation. Also this hour, our Spreaker shoutouts brought to you by Spreaker, and a lot of really good, honest to goodness music, and all on GTRB Online. Yes, your most abusive station on the internet. We're so abusive. We're so rotten. We're so, we're just GJRB Online. I'm sorry, I just had to pick on that whole thing because it's so stupid. Facebook people, I'm telling you, who say that this station is abusive. It may be abusive to all who take offense at it. You know, the little weenies who are like the head of Facebook. They're the ones who claim we're abusive because we have an opposing point of view and they can't handle it. So, hey, we'll just take our show elsewhere. You know, don't need you people. I can find others. So, hey, you want to be that way? Fine, we'll do that. I don't care. You know, just the skin off my back. I've got listeners. We'll take it. We got a lot of other sites to go to. You know, I've got some other sites to go to. I don't need you folks. You know, just that's simple. Let's kick back a little bit, relax. Here's something from our jazz collection. This is D.E. Farmer and Path in the Mist. Gary J in the morning. great piece of instrumental music there. Path in the Mist, D.E. Farmer on GGRB Online here on Spreaker. Gary J in the morning. And talking with you. I hope you're somebody out there. There's got to be somebody out there. After all, we're just an abusive station. Oh, here's a great song. We got another British artist coming up right after this one. This is the latest. Beautiful Girl, Mark Evans on Gary J in the morning.
Smell of roses, the sun in her hair, sings to me softly. She's my beautiful girl, such a smile that could melt ice, as pure as the rain. I'm here at your mercy. She's my beautiful girl, such a beautiful girl. Every time I see you smile, time stands still and I call. All I know is what you are. You're the one I live for. Lay down beside me, touch me with your heart, my mystical priestess. My life's in your arms. She's my beautiful girl, such a beautiful girl. She's my beautiful girl, such a beautiful girl. She's my beautiful girl.
Yeah, Mark Evans. And a great song there called Beautiful Girl. Gary J. Russ with you. Gary J. in the morning, 50 minutes of nonstop music and playing some real good emerging artists. Got a lot of them here for you here on Spreaker. This group actually is fabulous. I was listening to their music last night. They come out of, and get this, the town is called Bath. B-A-T-H, Bath. I don't know if it's pronounced that way, but they are out of the UK. This group is fabulous. They are called Rainy, R-A-I-N-Y. They come out of Bath, UK. This is a new artist, a new band, new music. And coming up after this, I'll give you details on the return of, in July, of Up and Coming. And this is a new emerging artist that we're going to be playing on that show called Rainy. This is Not Led to the Light. New emerging artist on GJRB.
go. If you could share the load, friend, it wouldn't take a lot just to let a friend know. I sure do need a change. A southern sky to hold me upright, a hand to hold for when it rains, and I would know the ground beneath my feet is alright. Well, we could spend our whole lives chasing these shadows around, only to find the way becomes a change that find you inside. We turn the wrong way, this road will not lead to the light. Well, you can keep your dark days, that I know, no friend of mine. You're in and out of old ways. Pretty soon gotta stop or we may go down. Or we may find the words are too cold, seemingly losing their rhythm and rhyme. I'll call back to the hearts that we hold. Never need knowing when feeling's just fine. Well, we could spend our whole lives chasing these shadows around, only to find the way becomes a change that binds you inside. We turn the wrong way, this road will not lead to the light. Deep as the hole that you're digging, deep as the hole that you're digging. Deep as the hole that you're digging. Far as the way left to climb. Man, this is no way of living. Well, we could spend our whole lives chasing these shadows around, only to find the way becomes a change that binds you inside. Well, we could spend our whole lives chasing these shadows around, only to find the way becomes a change that binds you inside. We turn the wrong way, this road will not lead to the light.
Fabulous. New music by a group that I think I gotta listen to more of their tracks. They're absolutely fabulous. I'd like to become an exclusive fan of that group on Reverb Nation. They're fabulous. As a group, they got another track on here we'll play later, but we got some more new music coming up a little later on too. Another emerging artist named Hannah Gill, we're going to play her coming up a little later on, a song called Deja Vu. Check that out, that's coming up. New emerging artist, and don't forget, I want to remind you, while we got that chance, that returning to GJRB Airwaves, this Spreaker Airwaves this July is a return of a show that we've had on for a while. Went off the air. Don't know why we went off the air with this show. I mean, it was a cool show. It's just I didn't have no time to put the show together, and I was running out of emerging artists at the time. And I didn't really have a lot of new songs that to play enough to have this show on. It was called Up and Coming, and this show basically is about new emerging artists. I play all new songs. I play a lot of songs that maybe no other station will play. I give new artists a chance to get their song out there. I have some friends who are recording artists. I have written songs, and it is a show that display all these new songs. Because a lot of radio stations in the terrestrial dial don't care about new emerging artists. They don't care about playing something other than what's popular. But here, if they were to become popular, if these songs were to become popular that I play on here, it'd be great if I mean, to have credit for having somebody's music career get launched. That would be great. I'd be happy with that. I mean, absolutely fabulous. If their songs are, I make sure that everybody's song is played. This past week, one of our new emerging artists had a birthday, Samuel Day. I'll try to throw that one song in, his brand new song by him that we have on our GHRB Christian list. I'll put that out. It's a good song. It's called Time to Live. We'll got that coming up later. But like I said before, the place to put these shows is called these new songs called Up and Coming. New emerging artists, brand new songs. I mean, that's it. I mean, because no other station is going to put these songs on the radio. No other station cares whether or not their songs, the people's songs get any airplay. And I believe that people have a chance to get their songs on the air. I think that they deserve a break. I believe that everybody has the right to get their songs played on the radio. And if they got a good song, and I listen to it, and I review a lot of songs on here. I review them. So if you have a new song, you recorded a record, I don't care who it is, whether you're a group or you're a single artist or solo artist, I will put your song on the radio. Give me your MP3. Send me it. I'll listen to it. Review it. GaryJ65 at yahoo.com or GaryJ021361 at gmail.com. Okay? Now, when you do that, I'll listen. Just send me an email with your MP3 on it. If you're a recording artist, I'll listen to the recording. I'll say, yeah, that's a good song. It's fabulous. I'll review it. I'll listen to it, and I'll put it on the air. It's that simple. GaryJ65 at yahoo.com or GaryJ021361 February 13, my birth date, 61, 1961, my birth year. That's how I do that. GaryJ021361 at gmail.com. And I'll play the track. Now, if you are a recording artist that's on any one of the emerging sites that I use, SoundCloud, we'll go over to SoundClick in a while, SoundCloud, or Reverb Nation, I'll play your song. That's simple. So get your song in there. Just let me know where you're at. And Up and Coming will be back on the air in July. Don't have an exact date yet for that program. It's going to probably be on Spontaneous. So watch for postings. If you're a Facebook follower on the GHRB Spreaker Public site, if you're a follower of me on Twitter, I am the Radio Maniac. You can listen to this show live right on Twitter. And I will play your song. Now, if you are, now I don't know, I understand Spotify, I think, is another platform for emerging artists, because, I mean, we do have the podcast on here, although I have, Up and Coming will be on Spotify, okay? Up and Coming will be on Spotify. I'll be having that on there. First episode will be on Spotify. Like I said before, I don't know exactly when that will be on. I'll let you know exactly when that will air, but I will have that on. So watch for it, okay? I'll give you the details, okay, when that will be on. I'm working on the playlist of the first show, and I will have that set up, and I'll let you know when that program will air. New emerging artist, new music, Up and Coming, returning in July, right here on GHRB Online. So if you have a new song that you want to hear, that you want to get played on that program, and once it's played, once the song gets aired, once your song gets airplay, it'll continue to airplay on GHRB Online. Won't be just once, it'll be continued to be an airplay because it'll be in my add-ons list. And it'll get consistent play. And then once I play that more often on the add-ons list, then it'll go into the light list. And then the more I play it in cycle, the more it'll get played in cycle, the more it will get noticed. And then I'll start playing it every 2 hours. As this station continues to increasingly broadcast, every 2 hours, the song will play every 2 hours. So you'll get your song played. It'll get played every 2 hours, and you'll get you'll be noticed. You'll be a star. You'll have your song played. It'll be absolutely fabulous. So. Like I said before, be aware of that. And I will get the song on the radio for you here on GJRB Online. So just to be aware of that. Because I believe in new artists. I believe the radio stations should play new artists like they used to back in the days of early rock and roll. But they don't anymore because radio is nothing but big business. But over here in Spreakerland, USA, the song gets played. That simple. Just be aware of that. Okay? All right, tell you what we're going to do right now as I'm getting ready to do weather on the 5s. So pop that in there. Okay. Getting ready to do weather on the 5s as we're just set up to do that. So we're going to get set up for that. Got some interesting weather. How about that? We're going to take a look at that in a minute in weather news because that was like, wow, very interesting that we have that. Let's take a look at today's highest temp, 79 degrees in Bismarck. Des Moines, Iowa, 86 degrees, 89 degrees in Kansas City, 83 degrees in Cincinnati. And nighttime lows tonight, 56 degrees in San Francisco, 75 in Las Vegas, 75 also in Phoenix, 55 for a nighttime low in Rapid City, South Dakota, 47 the cool low in Cheyenne, Wyoming. Here is Weather Nation.
Out there, some areas reached baseball-sized hail, even other areas reaching teacup-sized hail yesterday.
I was going to say, it looks like someone just took a massive bucket of golf balls and dumped it all over this person's front lawn. Thankfully, it doesn't look like they had any plants in the lawn because hail can start to really shred apart leaves, do damage to windows, roofing, and of course then cars. We know what that looks like.
Yeah, it looked like people were bringing in their cars out there, so there was some good news there. But as we continue throughout today, that threat of severe weather is still going to be there, and we could once again see some large hail within these storms.
We sure could. It includes places like Lubbock, Texas. That severe outlook extends then all the way from Texas up into the High Plains and across the Midwest, as well as an additional region highlighted around the Gulf Coast for that potential for storms. So that means anywhere from New Orleans to Chicago to Billings, Montana, you need to be prepared for the risk of severe weather. We're purposely highlighting, though, a region around Kansas City, Omaha, Des Moines, and Chicago, because this is where we could see the greatest threat of seeing large hail around a baseball in size, damaging winds in excess of 60 miles per hour, as well as isolated tornadoes from Kansas City up towards Peoria, Illinois. So in particular, highlighting eastern Kansas, northern Missouri, and southern Iowa. Things will start to get going into the late afternoon when we reach the peak heat of the day. Temperatures are going to be climbing into the upper 80s. Factor in the humidity, we've got the right ingredients for severe storms, plus a dry line that's going to be moving in. So that all gets going later this evening, and then we'll have another system moving in from Montana and Wyoming for tomorrow for yet another severe weather risk. Now we could see hail growing larger than 2 inches in diameter, which is going to start up late this evening into the eastern portions of Nebraska as well as Kansas. Where you start to see these dark purples and dark black colors, that's where that hail could become large and damaging, the size of a tennis ball or a teacup, moving through places like St. Joseph in Kansas City, even Salina late tonight and overnight. So Kansas City, you've got that chance. It's going to be a later evening event for you, so that's why you're looking at a forecast of sunshine up until then. But remember, the longer the sun shines, the more energy we're adding to those storms. Now, speaking of sunshine and warmth, it's going to be building across the central U.S., but if you're watching us from the coastal regions of Oregon and even Washington, you've got cloud cover that has moved in, and you're going to be cooling off as well.
Yeah, temperatures are going to be cooling off over the next couple of days, while other temperatures on the rise for the center of the country, and that's all due to this low pressure system that's just off the coast of the northwest. That's going to bring in that cooler air. That's going to bring in a little bit of moisture as well, so we have been talking about a little bit of rain due to this low pressure system. By our Thursday, it moves a little bit more on land, but take a look at the center of the country. We have this high pressure building here. That's really going to help build up those temperatures as we do continue towards the end of our work week. So mostly during our afternoons, we'll be seeing those rain showers as we head into Wednesday afternoon, Thursday afternoon, even into our Friday. Expect some widespread rain out there. Anywhere from Washington, Oregon, all the way back towards Montana, you're going to be looking at some rain. We'll get a little bit of that wraparound moisture as we head into our Friday. So it looks like the rainfall is going to be a little bit more intense as we head into our Friday for areas in Washington and down towards Oregon. Definitely expect some heavy rainfall for the end of your work week here, but the rainfall total is not going to be extremely impressive. We will be reaching up to an inch of rain as we head throughout the next 72 hours here. Up towards northeastern areas of Montana, though, up to 2 inches of rain might be possible there. So you definitely want to stay aware. Maybe some ponding happening out on the roads. But like we said, temperatures will also be cooling off for this area as well, mostly near the coast. We'll get some of that cooler Pacific air over the next couple of days here, but the inland area, you're going to be warming up quite a bit. So let's take a look at some of our temperatures. For our Wednesday highs, you can see we're sticking to the upper 60s, 69 degrees in Seattle, 73 in Medford, and 67 in Eugene. This is about 10 degrees below the average for this time of year. Even into our Thursday, we're seeing 77 in Missoula, 78 in Boise, 72 in Medford, and 67 in Portland. But as that high pressure builds towards the center of the country, temperatures will be raising up. Casper, you're looking at 92 for your Thursday afternoon, 89 in Rapid City, and 88 in Billings. We do want to dive a little bit more down towards the south and take a step off land and talk about what's happening in the tropics, because we do have a little bit of activity out there, right, Vicki?
We sure do, particularly, though, highlighting the Pacific without a threat to land, and then we'll update you on the Atlantic as well. But it is, of course, hurricane season in both the Eastern Pacific as well as the Atlantic basins. And this is a region that we're highlighting for the development of a potential tropical storm over the next several days. Currently looking at a general low-pressure system and disturbance off of the coast of Mexico. But this does have a high likelihood of developing slowly over the next couple of days. And if it does so, it will become our first named system for the Eastern Pacific Basin, then would receive the name of Alvin. We have not had a named system as of yet in the Eastern Pacific, so this would not only be the first storm of the 2019 season, but also one of the latest first storms that we see develop in the Eastern Pacific Basin. Now, out towards the Atlantic, good news.
Named after a chipmunk.
Tropical development in the next 2 to 5 days. We just don't have the right conditions to see tropical development. And one of the reasons why is the presence of Saharan dust. Dust coming off of the Saharan Desert in Africa travels along the trade winds, and it does limit thunderstorm activity for us across the Caribbean and the Atlantic Basin. And we keep seeing more and more of that dust in the forecast. The more the merrier, honestly, because what it does, it inhibits one of the very important ingredients for tropical development. Light wind shear, high moisture, and also warm sea surface temperatures are necessary ingredients. The dust, though, really starts to choke out that second ingredient, the moisture available in the atmosphere. It dries out a lot of the available moisture for us. So again, not looking at any development over the next several days. If and when we have our next system developed, it would be the B named storm for the Atlantic Basin, which would receive the name Barry. We'll have more of your top weather stories coming up.
Well, we have one named Barry. That's pretty good. That's
on all these different platforms.
named after Barry Soetoro. You know, that would make a lot of sense. I could go with that one, but you know, we're going to name a storm after a chipmunk. Anyway, weather on the 5s, 25 and 45 minutes past the hour on all music shows, 25 and 55 on all talk shows, or whatever in the hour named in 5. it ends in 5 if we get crazy and play music. 50 minutes of music like that, and we just kind of, weather on the 5s right here on GJRB Online. Gary J in the morning here on Spreaker across America. Thanks a lot for tuning in. I hope you're enjoying the program wherever you're listening across America today. GJRB Online, waking up with the G-Man if you're listening on the West Coast. Right now, 12:33 here in the Central Time Zone, 11:33, I'm sorry, 11:33 in the mountains, and 10:33 Pacific. And you got Gary J in the morning, weather on the 5s for keeping you informed of what's going on in your weather, and great music just to keep you going here on GJRB Online, here on Spreaker across America. And we're doing 50 minutes of non-stop music, Pug Tones right now. Sweet enough.
Something that I needed to say, but I couldn't find the words that day. It seemed the thoughts inside my head were sweet. Opened up my mouth only to change my feet. Is there nothing I can do to get my way again with you? My time with you was sweet enough. Letting go won't happen yet. I haven't had enough. But I'll hide away. I'll hide away if that's what you want. Somewhere close by. I have a reason for everything I do. It doesn't seem to matter to you. Judge me if you will, and if the sentence is goodbye, I'll need another day or two. Figure out just why. Don't go away just now. What's the hurry anyhow? Don't go away. Nothing I can do to get my way again with you. Is there nothing I can do to get my way again with you?
Oh yeah, great cover of the Dwight Yoakam song done by Marshall Williams, Fast As You on GJRB Online. Before that, the Pug Tones was Sweet Enough. Gary J. Russell with you as we're getting to the nitty-gritty of our program this afternoon yet. As we head into the afternoon here in the Eastern Central Time Zone, it's 12:43 Central Time. And it is 1:43 Eastern, but for people living in the Pacific, you guys are 10:42 Central, 10:42 Pacific time here on GJRB Online. Gary J in the morning, so people listening in the West Coast are kind of winding down their morning, and so sometimes we will stay on an extra hour to kind of fill that morning out and get you wrapped up for the day. And a lot of people at work right now probably out west, but hey, you know, we got the great music you listen to right here on GJRB Online, here on Spreaker. Kind of felt good last night because I'm not the only one who gets listeners with beyond the air with no listeners. There's a station I just started following last night called KGRA. And another one, New West Radio, with absolutely fabulous guy named Wayne. And I was listening to a show the other night. Great program, talking about UFOs and interdimensional travel and stuff. It was fabulous. And he is now a follower of GJRB Online. Welcome aboard. And we got some great programs on here. And we're going to be doing our shout-outs, which we haven't done yet. So we're going to be staying on the air for an extra time. So be aware of that. But right now, though, let's do a sports page update. Let's do that right now.
GJRB Sports Page Update starts now.
Okay, let's see what we got. I'm going to go to the sports page update, do a casual sports page report. So I'm going to go into my main Yahoo, which I haven't really signed into my Yahoo at all today. Normally I do, but I did not sign into it today. So we're just going to do a casual sports update, see what's going on. Cowboys are starting paying stars. Could Elliott come away empty? Russ backs up Pelinka, says that 100% confidence in the Lakers executives. And some of the games tonight. Let's see what we got in the National League. Let's go to the baseball. Atlanta will play Chicago, and the Dodgers are going to play Arizona. Gary J. Sports Page, every hour, Sports Page Update. Keep you on top of what's going on in the world of sports. Sports Page Update on GJRB Online. We got some more great music coming up, and we're going to continue this program with 50 minutes of non-stop music coming your way. As we wrap up Gary J in the morning here on GJRB Online, we'll do our weather on the 5s, and one more time for Clinton, Iowa, and a whole lot more, so stay with me. We're going to take a break for station identification and some local spots. This is the GJRB Online Network. You're listening to the Gary J in the Morning Show right here on Spreaker across America on the GJRB Online Network here on Spreaker. We'll be right back.